Let's watch these videos.
I recently posted about the fact that I'm 26 years old and I'm in 95,000.
Guys, a lot of these women are in debt right now, and they're jumping back into the dating scene to get help with their debt. The dating pool is filled with a whole bunch of women who are in debt. They're in credit card debt, student loan debt. Don't be impressed when you see these women on Instagram. It looks like they're traveling across the world. They're having fun. They're making multiple trips a year. But you don't realize that these women are living off of credit cards. They maxed out all their credit cards, and they're living paycheck to paycheck. A lot of these women are in debt, and they are jumping back into the dating scene just to get help. Do not save these women in 2026. If she has a lot of debt, kick her to the curb because she's going to need help.
And $487.73 worth of debt, and I want to talk about it. Up until 24 hours ago, I did not know that was actually the total of all of my debt, credit cards, and student loans. That number also does not include my
$95K, and she's only 26 years old. That's why I tell you guys, it's so like, she's only 26, but imagine you getting with a woman who's in her early 30s, past 35. Imagine the amount of debt she has in her 30s. This is just going to grow into bigger debt because I know she's not going to be able to pay this off.
auto loan, and if we are adding in my auto loan, the total number is $110,938.83. Since totaling up all of my debt, I don't think I've actually gotten one good breath of oxygen in the last 24 hours. I feel like there is an elephant sitting on my chest, and I don't think I can sit still because all I keep repeating is $95,487.73. All of this debt was racked up through decisions I made between the ages of 18 and 26. My first associate's degree I got from a community college, and I didn't have to pay for it because of the Pell Grant, but I decided to go to a university and got my bachelor's degree, which is where I really started to rack up the debt. Then in the last 2 years, I decided...
A lot of these dumbass women, what they do is they'll rack up all this debt, right? They start getting loans for living expenses. One of my exes, you remember that I told you when I was 21, I got with this old ass woman who was 30 something years old. When she was in college, she got all these loans for just living expenses because she didn't feel like working during school. And like a dumbass, she owed over $200,000 in student loans by the time she graduated, just graduating college in the red. Like,
to finish a nursing degree at a community college in the last 2 years, but that's where I started to rack up even more debt. What really sucks is realizing that the majority of these student loans is not from tuition. It's actually from living expenses and living way above my means. My debt comprises of 2 credit cards, 5 federal student loans, and 5 private.
guys, women always live above their means. Women are not smart like men. Us men, we can live with little. Most men, when they start making money, most men are good at just living below their means. Below their means. That's women who have to go above and beyond. Buy the fancy cars, buy the house, but just live way above their means, even though they can't even afford it, you know? So guys, do not save these women in 2026. They are in debt and they need your help. Hold the line.
Sally Mae loans. I can handle the federal student loans, but when I tell you Sally Mae is bending me over and not in a way I like, it's actually insane. Sally Mae is genuinely evil, and they prey on young students. And the reason why they take advantage of young students is because they know if you're reaching out to a private loan like that, you genuinely need it. Out of the 5 Sally Mae loans I have, one of the interest rates that is the highest is 16.28%. The lowest interest rate I have with Sally Mae is 9.88%. Now, my federal student loans are between 4 and 6%, which I think is manageable. Although I had parents who would tell me what I should or shouldn't do, I never had anybody really sit me down and fully teach me financial literacy. I never had anybody sit me down.
Yeah, so she was brought up by dumbass parents who weren't qualified to be parents. What parent would allow their kid to just, oh my God. So she's repeating the same cycle. Her parents were dumbasses, and she's going to be a dumbass as well.
And really explain to me the scope of what I was doing and what it would look like in the future when I had to pay for it. In the moment, all of the student loans just felt like fake money because they just kept coming and I just kept spending. I don't regret any of the experiences I've had between the ages of 18 and 26 or any of the things that I've done, but I do wish that I managed.
Because she was traveling a lot with that money. She was traveling a lot. She was living, every summer was a hot girl summer. She was traveling with that money, using that money on dumb shit. When women use loans for living expenses, they're not paying their rent. They're using that to travel and see the world. So, yeah.
My finances way better than this. I think what's even more sad is a lot of these student loans were going to rent, which my rent was around $1,200 a month, and that's been consistent over the last 2-3 years.
She was traveling with this money, I'm telling you. Even though she's saying it was for rent, most women use this money to travel.
Thankfully, I do have a finance bro as a boyfriend, and he is really great at managing money and managing wealth.
So she got with a finance bro, knowing that she owes $95,000 in debt. What she is going to do, she's going to marry this dumbass finance bro, and he's going to end up paying off her debt. Once he pays that off, she's going to lose interest in this dude, and she's going to kick this dude to the curb. This happens all the time when men marry these women and they end up paying off their debt. These women always end up leaving these guys. But she got lucky. She found a finance dude. Let's see if his dumbass pays off her debt. If he's smart, he would not pay off her debt, you know?
And so I am working with him to do a snowball effect. If I snowball all of my loans at the current rates that they are without consolidating them, I can pay all of this off by 2032. It's really sad because I'm excited about starting my first nursing job next month, but at the same time, I know that all of the money I'm making is going to debt. I'm turning 27 this year, and I wish I could be thinking about starting a family.
Nursing, oh my gosh, she's definitely going to cheat on her dude. She's a nurse. Oh God. Whew, okay.
Getting married or buying a house, but really, I can't think about anything but paying off this debt. The last thing I would want to do is bring a child into this world while I have debt hanging over my head. So it almost feels like my life is kind of on hold right now, but I feel like it's even more motivation to just pay this off as quickly as possible. It is what it is. What's done is done. And at the end of the day, if you are in your early 20s and you're thinking about taking out student loans, I urge you to reconsider and ask yourself whether or not you really truly need it. If I knew then what I know now, I would tell myself that no experience, no desire, no want is worth the stress that I feel now.
Hi, I'm Seraphine. I was $65,000 in credit card debt, which included a loan that I used to pay off my credit cards and then got buried deeper. My car loan, and then that does not include my what I owed the IRS. And guess what I did? I filed bankruptcy. Literally filed bankruptcy like the September 14th of this year. And then I had my 341 meeting on like October 12th or something. Want to know what I got in my email today? My discharge. That means that I don't have to pay any of it back. And I have people that are gonna be like, oh my God, that's so irresponsible, blah, blah, blah. Shut up, rich people do it literally all the time. That's how they stay rich. Sorry, not sorry. I 100% believe that filing bankruptcy has been the best thing that has happened to me.
Y'all trying to pay full price for this? Look at that. Y'all trying to pay full price for that?
Did you keep your home? Never bought a home, but I'm still in my apartment, yes. Did you get to keep your car? Yeah, I did, actually. My 2021 Kia Forte is right over there. She's right over there. Do I still owe money on it? Yeah, I'm doing voluntary payments on it. Basically, I could have surrendered the car if I wanted to and just like not had to deal with it, but I have to have a car to get to and from work, and my car is almost paid off with this. Not almost, it's at like $9,000 still, but my registration's good on it. My insurance good on it. I have no problem paying my car payment. It's like $415 a month. I pay $450 every month, and it's a safe, reliable car. I've never had to do any work besides like an oil change. And then I had to get my tires done once in the past 5 years. If you're filing bankruptcy, you don't deserve to have nice things. Shut your bitch ass up. Yes, you do. You deserve to have nice things. Obviously, if you can afford that car payment, then you could have afforded.
This woman makes poor choices in her life, and she's gonna continue to make poor choices in her life. Just based off of her attitude, how she's handling this. This ain't nothing to be bragging about and making a video about. You filed bankruptcy at 29 because you made poor financial decisions in your life, and you are an idiot, you know? But a lot of women are like this, man, and they expect you guys to be the cleanup man and help them out. But this woman filed bankruptcy, so still 29, bro. I'm telling you, man, when you get with these women over 30, man, just imagine how much debt they are in. All that debt that they didn't pay off in their 20s, they're gonna be expecting you to help them pay off this debt. Like that girl who got the finance bro, he's gonna be paying on that debt for her.
To pay off your debts. Wrong. Because I literally did all of the math to see how much money I can like put extra towards my credit cards and stuff. It was negative $700. Every month I was paying $700 more than I was making. And that didn't include what I'd have to pay for gas and for food. So I was surviving off of credit cards. It's going to be impossible for you to get another credit.
I'm telling you guys, man, a majority of these women are surviving off of credit cards, dude. I'm telling you, a lot of these women do not got it like that. And a lot of these women are not making big money like that right now.
Card. Wrong. I already have one. It was so easy. I literally, they flock towards you. Oh, you shouldn't have done that. My attorney said I should. So if you're smarter than an attorney, fess up, I guess. Anyway, if you've been debating filing for bankruptcy and you were scared, don't be. Do it. It's super easy and it's your constitutional right, actually. So anyway, no regrets. Also, if people are like, you're not going to be able to buy a house, I never was planning on buying a house. I don't want to buy a house. And I could buy a house in 3 years if I wanted to. But quite frankly, it's cheaper to rent than it is to buy a house. And I don't have to worry about fixing the AC if it goes out, fixing my dishwasher, all these different things. That's the job of the people that I rent from. So yeah, file for bankruptcy.
Today is one of those days.
26, man.
I am.
This woman is 26 years old, owes all this much. She owes all this debt. She could easily go on OnlyFans and sell some feet pics and pay off her debt.
A lot in debt.
And somebody is going to save her. Watch, some guy who don't get no pussy. He's like, oh man, this Asian woman. Oh, yeah. I guarantee you, she's going to find a simp and he's going to pay off her debt.
And I don't make enough money for me to be in this much debt.
These women got a BS degree. They majored in something that's not going to even make them a lot of money when they graduate, and they're stuck in this position. She ain't the only one. All these women, they major in these bullshit degrees, and it's funny because they clown these guys who do blue collar work, construction work, plumbing, mechanics. These guys are making way more money than these women with college degrees. Ugh.
I'm 35 years old and in $169,292.74 of debt.
See,
and
I'm telling you guys, she's over 35. I said this in the beginning of the video. She's over 35. She's 35. Owes 169. That debt was piling up throughout all the years in her 20s. Now she's 35 years old, post-wall, and in debt. This is what you guys want to pay full price for?
to live at home with my parents. And you might as well bump that up to $266,722.97
And she lives at home with her parents.
$722.97 in debt if you add in how much I will pay in interest. I started aggressively looking at my debt in January and truly didn't know the full financial picture until I got it all down on paper. Debts include 2 private student loans, 10 federal student loans, 1 auto loan, 1 private loan, and 13 credit cards. I've already taken some drastic measures to reduce spending
13 credit cards. What the hell? Oh.
And start side hustling. I started posting my debt payoff journey here on TikTok in hopes of growing and getting into the creator fund. So if you made it this far, thanks so much for watching and following. I'm selling my debt tracking template. I'm door dashing, donating plasma, selling items around the house, and doing TikTok shop to try and make a dent. Made some really good progress so far thanks to an annual bonus I got from my 9-to-5 job, but I've got a long way to go. I've been able to negotiate most of my interest rates on my credit cards down with the help of a debt management plan, but the interest on my student loans is wild. My 2 private student loans have interest rates of 12.75% and 8.9%, while my federal loans range from 5.8 to 6.6%. The private student loans are from my undergraduate degree, which I earned over 15 years ago. I would probably puke if I knew how much I had already paid. And to this day, I think about all the frivolous things I bought and did when I was in my teens and 20s with this money, and wow, if I would have known I would be paying for tank tops and fun nights out at bars 1,000 times over the next 15 years, I might have made some different choices. Even though I've already paid off about $31,000 of debt so far this year, I'm still not looking at being debt-free until 2040. I honestly cannot imagine another 15 years of paying on this debt, especially with so many other life milestones I want to achieve, like buying a house and having kids. I also just got engaged, and it truly makes me sick thinking
She just got engaged, so some dumbass is about to marry her with all this debt. Why would you do that?
About how I am bringing more than $150,000 of debt into our marriage starting out. This is not a video to complain by any means because these were my
This is what you guys get for paying full price for a used car when you guys do dumb shit like this, getting with women post wall. You're getting them post wall with all this goddamn debt, and you're getting you're just getting stuck with the bill. Why would you put yourself in that position?
my own choices and I'm working to pay back what I owe. But I hope sharing this can resonate with others. And if you want to follow along on the journey and like and follow and share and all that fun stuff, that would be great.
Fellas, do not save these women. A lot of these women are in debt. And this is what's stuck in the dating pool right now. All these women with used up coochie, debt, problems, baggage, and they want you to be the cleanup man. Hold the line and do not fall for this, okay? So let me know what y'all think in the comments, all right? I'll holler at y'all. Peace.